Hello everyone, wanted to make a video today real quick. I was curious how many people make rice in a skillet and how you might do it a little different. If you've got any comments, please leave them in the comment boxes below on the video. But what I found was rather than use a steamer, I can use a skillet just as easily, and it's just a one-pot cleanup. That way I can cook rice when I'm on the road in our camper as well. So I just thought I'd show you real quick how I go about making it. Now you can add whatever seasonings you'd like to add. I like to use a little onion powder, parsley, black pepper, some sesame oil, and a little red wine vinegar. And I've added garam masala, all kinds of spices, blackening season, whatever kind you want, whatever type of flavor rice you want to come out. And it's really good. I don't have to season it up later because I'm the only one that eats it. So just real quick, wanted to show you how I do it and get any comments, any suggestions from you guys, okay? Yeah, here we go. Let's get this going. Now there is one thing I wanted to add on this is I found that I could either go ahead and take my rice and then put water in it, massage it, and then drain the water out and just keep massaging, put more water in, massage it to get some of the excess starch out. But what I've really found is it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my rice right on in a skillet. I'm going to cover it, and then I'm going to preheat that until you can start seeing some moisture flowing in and around the top of the glass here. It takes out a little bit of the moisture from the rice, and then I'm going to brown that, and I'm going to keep stirring it and watching it pretty closely with a spatula just to make sure it doesn't burn. But you'll begin to smell a little bit of an aroma. I don't know how to put it up, what kind of aroma. I guess it's cooked rice. But let's get that going a little bit here, and then we'll come back, okay? Now, as you can see, I'm starting to get a little condensation on this. I've got my temperature on the burner at about medium-high, around a number 7 if you have that type of dial. I hate to go up too high. I get it up, crank it up on high for just a minute or so to start heating the pan. And then I'll turn it back down to 7 because you don't want to burn this at all. And then every now and then I'm just going to start scraping this around, moving it around. This is a non-stick skillet, by the way. And supposedly it sticks. They all say that. They're non-stick, but hey, it was a good buy for me. So I'm just going to keep mixing this around until I start seeing some browning in there. And occasionally you might even hear a kernel pop. So there's no browning going on that yet, but I'm going to keep taking that lid off. About every 30 seconds I can see a little bit of steam rising from this, and I'm going to check until that starts to toast up a little bit, toasted rice, and you can smell it. And then we'll add our wet ingredients. Okay, I got some browning going on here, a little more than I probably want, but the camera fell over. So I had to take it off the heat here real quick. But you can see I'm getting some brown. It's kind of like rice-a-roni is the way I look at it. So we're going to go ahead and add our water in here now. And add that slowly if your pan is really hot. Okay, there we go. And we take some red wine vinegar. And we're just going to sprinkle some of that in. I like vinegar in mine. Then a little sesame oil. And this is to taste, but maybe about a teaspoon. A little black pepper. I like to go good on my black pepper. And a little bit of color with some parsley. You could go oregano. Tarragon is really good. Love tarragon. I should have put tarragon in it. And we're probably going to go with about a half a teaspoon of onion powder there. I'm just going to mix that in. Mix the ingredients around. It's coming back up to a boil, still on 7. Alright, I'm going to turn that heat down to low now. Actually going to set it on about 2.5 on my electric range. And I'm going to cover it. I set the timer for 10 minutes and off we go. And if that's boiling a little too much, you can always take the lid off a little bit, but normally I'll leave the lid on. Okay, let's see how it comes out, okay? Okay, so I'm 7 minutes into this since I covered it. Now I like to usually just take this lid off just for a minute and go ahead and stir this around. It's still got water in the bottom, just to make sure all of my liquids that I added, my sesame oil and anything like that, is well distributed. So I get a little bit of everything in there. And we got 3 minutes to go on this. And let's see how she comes out. I'm looking for most all of the moisture to be gone from that. If a little moisture's left in, I don't really mind that much. Alrighty, here's our timer. So we got that done. Yeah, let's see what she looks like. Any little bit of water drip in there. Yeah, we're looking good. This is nice because this is going to set up. I'm going to let it sit for a while and cool off, and then I'm going to put those into containers. So the heat's off on that. Go ahead and take it off the stove there, and it looks good. I love rice. So I'll go ahead and put mine in. That's 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. So these are 1.5 cup containers. I used to use these 1 cup containers from Ziploc, but I cannot find 1 cup containers anymore. So this is going to make about 4 cups of cooked rice. And you can add vegetables to it, meats, diced up meats, chunk meat, whatever you want, anything. I mean, your imagination is your limit. So, curious to see if anybody out there makes their rice in a skillet, and especially if you've done it when you're out camping. Don't go as brown on the rice there as I did. I knew something was going to happen. So, enjoy, guys. Hope that helps out. Bon appetit.